I know someone that I interviewed the person got the job. I learnt data from one of these popular popular, I'll still not mention the name. And then got on the job, gave the person simple task, and the person fumbled. The person could not even
At all.
the person could not does not even know how to open Power BI. Does not even know how to even connect your data source to your Power BI desktop. And I'm wondering, is this not the first thing you should have learnt in your...
Okay, yeah,
And the person has a data and the analytics certificate to show. So, I mean, how do you reconcile that?
Yeah,
So,
that's Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the DataPod. We missed you guys and I'm very sure you missed us too. I'm back here with my, what do I call them now? Senior, let's say senior man, because
can
like
we
wait,
leave that?
because the last time
what's
Suraj
all this
didn't
washing?
he complained I was calling them bosses.
Just
So
giving us
I had
slang,
to
Like I used to say, I'm
it's
an
another
intern.
name.
I'm the junior intern, yeah.
Don't mind them, they are my senior bosses. Welcome back, guys. I'm very sure you've enjoyed our previous episodes. Today, we promised you previously that we're going to be busting meat in this podcast. So we are here to start that journey. I'm very sure you have heard a lot of what do I say now? You guys should help me, please. You've heard a lot of aspire to perspire.
I was going to exactly what was in my mind.
So many of them.
Aspire to
We're
perspire
connected. Yeah.
to retire.
I'm telling you. They say, reach for the stars, you reach the cloud.
Those they will tell you,
Yeah.
make more 100 million in
yeah,
this
yeah.
thing. The person that is selling the book, self, you look at him.
You never get
You
anything.
don't even get 1K for account.
Even to them on the road now selling.
You're like, you, Baba, apply this thing to your life first.
I'm telling you. So
Right.
I'm very sure you have heard a lot of, you be like, about a lot of interesting things about the data field, and maybe probably some of them might have actually discouraged you from pursuing a career as a data professional, but we're here to bust those myths. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I'm not feeling the
punching gloves are
energy.
here.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. So first on our list, you need to be a maths guru.
Okay,
Maths guru.
Yeah, math guru.
First of all, like what makes you a guru, Seb? Like what?
Yeah.
How many gurus do we even have in Nigeria?
Nigeria. Okay.
I mean, well.
Yeah.
I don't have
We
statistics for
gurus
that.
in Nigeria. Normal,
We have a
normal.
lot of very
We have
brilliant
gurus
people.
in Nigeria.
Yeah, but they are
data.
saying now you need to be a math guru
Maths
for you
guru.
to be a data professional. What do you guys think?
Personally, for me, I don't think for entry level, because at some point we were all entry level.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
And so
Yeah, I'm still entering your level anyways.
well,
I'm
like I
not
said,
your
I'm an
level,
intern.
I'm not your
I'm an
level.
intern, so entry level. Anyways, so like I think being the guru part of it, in fact, I personally am of the opinion that you just need basic arithmetic to excel in data. I mean, viewers, nobody should roast me. I beg. I'm not saying
Please roast
I
him
mean-
or roast him in the
There are many
comments.
viewers
Roast
that are
him in the
good.
I mean-
comments.
just to start out, right? You don't need to know a lot of mathematics. I
Okay.
personally, what did I even have in my O level self? Like I'm sure maybe. Well, then let me cast myself here. But like
Now scholar now why?
mathematics, being a math guru is not even a subject to start with.
Yeah, it's not.
You can. I feel like simple arithmetic is enough, because of course data is numbers, right? Even though it's not just about numbers, but like you would work with a lot of numbers here
Yeah.
and there, right? So you need, because you will be doing a lot of calculations,
Yeah, a lot.
aggregations here and there. So
Mm.
at least simple arithmetic is,
Yeah.
in my own opinion, is fine to start out. Forget about all those aspire to perspire things. Maybe when you are now looking into the educational academic part of data,
Data.
where you want to now, maybe
Go deep.
be a scholar,
Yeah.
go into research and the likes, then we can now start talking about the intricacies of mathematics and the likes.
Interesting.
But being a math guru, sorry, I don't think you need to be a math guru,
Okay, what do you think, Suraj?
because I don't think I am.
So for me,
Boss, please.
I feel just like Sam has said,
Mm.
being a math guru might not really be it, but like having math at the at the comfort
Mm-hmm.
of your
Yeah.
maybe your space.
Yeah.
You know how you can mend and blend and do
Mm-hmm.
things.
Right.
Actually, for me, I feel like mathematics is very great
Yeah, very
if you are
good.
a mathematician, not even
More, I do
mathematician
respect
in
math.
quotes,
Anyway, that
but
knows maths, I do
it's
respect
great.
now.
But I've seen some posts where somebody was just doing something, and we have people that have that kind of they have that kind of, how will I put it, fear,
Fair,
that
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
phobia for
Yeah.
For
mathematics or
mathematics, yeah.
anything numbers.
Uh-huh.
Even surprised one time like that, I was taking someone Excel. Just that you want to tell them that okay, you can do some simple mathematics.
Yeah.
Just because of that, many people don't like Excel because they know you punch
Do
numbers,
yeah.
do some
Yeah.
aggregations and the likes.
Calculations and
So
like,
just mathematics
Mm-hmm.
alone has written them off. So, and it is not all about mathematics. Like in
Mm-hmm.
the data space, there are some things
there are a
that
lot of things that
you not
Yeah.
even write codes.
they are even so now that will bring us to maybe when we get to that part of talking about different data roles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
You
so
now realize there are
it's not
some
just
roles in data that
You
that
need
you would
to.
not even
Yeah.
touch
to do
code
any,
or touch
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
anything numbers,
Yeah.
So it's
right?
like that. So for mathematics now, I
Mm.
understand that some people have phobia for mathematics,
Mm-hmm.
and
Uh-huh.
that could scare them away from wanting to be a data professional.
Yeah.
Professional, yeah.
But
Yeah.
another thing is, as far as mathematics is not
Concern.
the core, like, well, I
Mm-hmm.
would say it's even kind of the core too. It's even kind of the core because basic understanding of mathematics will make you excel. Because I've seen people
I
of
like that. We make you excel.
different
Yeah.
of
Oh,
different
she
let me
excel.
Punchline.
see.
I just got
Yes,
that.
yeah,
It make you
yeah,
excel.
yes. Now because I've seen somebody that studied, let me say, statistics
Mm.
or mathematics, and they have their own crafts. The way they think, their thought process will be
Yeah,
kind of
it's bit
different
different
from the
from
way
just
somebody
someone
else
that's
will
coming
do.
from
Mm-hmm.
somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So it's a thing of having a good domain knowledge
Mm.
about what you are doing.
doing.
One,
Mm.
but mathematics, being a math guru, is not really it.
It's not a
Yeah.
barrier
But
to
if
entry.
Yeah, it's not a
yes,
barrier.
yes, so it's not really it. If you are a guru, thumbs up for you.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Like you excel. And
Yeah.
if you're not a guru, you can always find that space where you
Mm.
excel to in the
Yeah.
data space. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, sorry to cut you.
Okay.
Like you said, find that space. You can actually, you can, you can, you can get along. Like, who says you cannot even? Let's say, for example, you find yourself doing data science,
Mm-hmm.
where I know that's if you're a data
That's it.
scientist or a
Yes,
core
Mm.
machine learning
you
engineer
or more.
or natural language, all this advanced
Mm-hmm.
data science, definitely you would need a lot of statistics and mathematics, logic here and there. So who says you cannot even, you know, I mean, if you know, if you're coming from a mathematics background, a good plus for you,
Yeah, very good
right?
plus.
But if not, who says you are worse off? You're not worse off. You can be a good, very good data scientist. I mean, even without my own opinion, though, even
Mm.
without any mathematics background,
Mm.
you
Ah,
can.
Favor will
So
not
you
Favor will
can learn.
not agree
Okay,
because Favor is an
Wait.
programming.
engineer now.
Let's put it. Let's look at it. Programming.
Mm.
Okay.
How many people that are software engineers had computer science background?
Well,
Good software
we are
engineers,
getting there. We are
right?
getting there actually.
But then there are a lot of very very top guys doing great stuff in the tech
Mm.
field that did not have a computer science background, and they are building solutions, right? So what I'm trying to say is that if you have a mathematics or statistics background, it's a good plus. I
Yeah.
would encourage you to, you know, have that if you can. But if you don't, you're not worse off.
Yeah,
Sure.
not.
You're not worse off. You can desire to be a data scientist and be good. You can desire to be a machine learning engineer.
Yes, now
Yeah.
people
I
are
mean,
learning this thing now.
I'm just trying to say
Yeah,
that you are not.
Like there are many people, many videos on YouTube that will even teach you basic like statistics
Basic mathematics. You
101
can improve
and
you can
mathematics.
get
Yeah.
yourself, or upskill yourself.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
YouTube videos.
Well,
Yeah.
for me, I would rephrase it. I would say you need to know math to being in the data field, you need to know maths. No matter the form of mathematics, you need to know maths. You just need to know maths, because there is no way you will not encounter maths in data analysis. I'm not saying you're going to encounter like all these differential equation,
calculus, and like,
all these integration. No,
yeah,
at least understand the concept of mean, median, mode. You know,
course.
those basic
Right.
statistics. You
Basic,
understand?
yeah.
You build upon on that. Know how to find like percentage of total. Know what implication of distinct count. Just and you don't necessarily need to have a mathematics background or maybe a degree that will you can study law and be a successful data analyst. Yeah.
It's
So
art
Data
yeah,
professional.
most
yeah.
art students are always fearful of mathematics.
They are always
and
fearful,
anything that
yeah.
involves
Yeah, so that's
calculation.
why they feel like, oh, if I don't know maths, sorry, data, anything data, maths, sorry, I'm not.
Math,
You are not.
Oh, well,
what you're trying to
yeah.
say is that you're not worse off.
Yeah, know what's
But
up.
I've
Yeah.
not.
seen one lawyer guy like that is into data analytics and he's
But the
doing
guy
very-
try you.
very-
The guy try.
that guy, he samples everything. He samples anything.
That's nice. Okay.
So that's just it.
Yeah, so number 2 on our list. Having multiple certification will guarantee you a job. You know, I'll give an example. Like, some of this, there are so many data training centers now, and some of them, maybe all these free ones, they will teach you for free and then they'll ask you to pay for their certification. I don't know if you have experienced something like that. So like, people feel like there's so much importance in that certification. I'm like, so you did the training, you have certificate 1, 2, 3. Does that guarantee you a job?
I might be a bad person for what I'm just about to say right now, but I mean, not bad. Like, what I mean is, I might look like, oh, you're not serious with your life, but personally, I'm not. Well, this is going out. Sorry, guys. Don't roast me again, please.
Be free.
I mean,
roast him anyway.
certifications are good. If you can, as much as you can, as much as you have the time, take them. Certifications are good to help you to give you that confidence that what you have learned or what's to just add some form of credibility to what you're doing, what you have learned. But you don't need to have a lot of certifications.
No.
You don't. Matter of fact, sorry. I'm of the opinion that you don't even need to have as a starting out. Sorry, apologies to the entry level guys. All this is this our HR people that have spoiled things.
No, I don't think HR even checks all those things, though.
Well, you see many HR people that they will put JDs that or whatever that they themselves don't even have understanding about, right? So you see, you must have certification in this. Sorry, you do not need. To start with, I don't think you need a certificate, because what's the certificate going to do to me? If I'm going to employ you, I've interviewed, I've been in a position to interview a lot of people in data and all of that, and some come with say I did this certificate, but I'm looking beyond just that certificate. I'm looking at your thought process, right? I'm looking at how you are able to, your thought process end to end from starting a project to finishing it. Looking at how you're able to, translate basic concepts in analytics to real life situations. So I'm not looking at the certificate because, matter of fact, I know someone. I'm not going to mention the person's name. Sorry, I know someone that I knew when he started learning data analytics and the likes. In barely a month. It was barely a month. He did this. Then it was this Microsoft. Now it's now Power BI, and then it was Microsoft Data Analyst Associate or something. He did it. He passed. And I how far? How did you there are a lot of dumps here and there. He just read overnight, and then he got it and he passed. So does that mean that
he knows?
If I'm going to employ, I will not employ him because I'll be biased because I know you. So and I know that Baba you be saying Jagbo you do.
Yeah, Jagbo now we sabi the way.
So
you don't cast.
So certification is not a yardstick.
Yeah.
For getting a data analytics job or starting out in your career as data analyst or data professional. It's good if you have the certification. If you can have the time. I know if I show you my Udemy account, and how many courses that I don't put on sabbatical.
Finish.
Start like 10%, leave it. Then you remember, come on, this
Please,
thing. Then quickly go back. So if you have the time, if you have the resources and everything, good. Get the certifications. it gives you, like I said, it gives you that
The
credibility and
boost,
all that.
yeah.
Well, there are some roles that they still want to know. Especially, okay, maybe when you're climbing up the ladder,
Mm.
your career. Especially, there are some fields like these fields in data that might require
Yeah, some
some form
setting,
of,
yeah.
certification, not just as a, how do I put it now? Not just as a way of show off, but because um, for you to enter into that kind of
Mm-hmm.
that field, you need to have some form of, maybe I've done some research or
Yeah, some
something like that. So
research,
you need
yeah.
something to show that you are
Yeah.
actually. So yeah,
Yeah, I agree
but
with you.
a lot of people think.
Mm.
Let me say, I know someone that I interviewed the person. The person got the job. Learnt data from one of these popular,
Mhm.
popular. I'll still not mention the name. And then got on the job, gave the person simple task, and the person fumbled.
At
The
all.
person could not, does not even know how to open Power BI.
Ah.
Does not even know how to even connect your data source to your Power BI desktop. And I'm wondering, is this not the first thing you should have learnt in your?
Okay, yeah,
And the person
yeah.
has a data and said analytics certificate to show. So, I mean, how do you
Yeah,
reconcile that? So,
yeah, that's
So for me, I feel having a structured learning,
yeah, structural
a
learning.
structured learning
right.
is good. It makes you want to like check yourself. Am I
Mhm.
doing something right? Am I following the process? Okay,
Process.
I want to do data type because I know that for any maybe programming or
Mhm.
any, you start, okay, your hello word first. You do hello word. How to write your first programming.
Yeah.
You do hello word.
Mm-hmm.
Data type. You want to do data type. Okay, you know about data type.
Mhm.
Structure,
You want
yeah.
to do this. How you select. How you this. So it is structured. You get it. So it's going to give you that flow that I'm
You're
learning
making
in a
progress.
Yeah, yeah.
structured, yes,
Yeah.
way. You are making progress.
Mhm.
So, but aside that, and that confidence too, it gives you some kind of feel of confidence that okay,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've done this, I've completed it. So, but it's not something that is so important, except
Yeah,
if it is
not.
all these international certification that okay,
Yeah.
you need recognition.
Mm-hmm.
Like you want to show us that okay,
Well,
you're a data analyst or you're a data engineer and you want to do this Microsoft certification or
well.
Amazon certification, all these international certification. Not all of those ones that you do on Udemy, do one day certification
It's
or
plenty.
Coursera. Like you
I've done
just
Yeah.
Udemy,
do
I've
one,
done
even
Udemy
on
this thing that I
LinkedIn.
Mhm.
finished the entire
I
Mhm.
think
module
even
in a day.
Udemy still wants to make sense. On Coursera, you just do like one day course like this. They give
You don't
certificate.
certificate,
You
yeah.
Certificate.
put it on LinkedIn as if
Yeah,
They'll
I
not
saw
say,
ah
that LinkedIn
they'll
part.
not
I'm
say,
glad to
I'm
announce
happy to
that.
announce.
yes. So all of
Omo.
those things. So they don't really define the skill for you.
Yeah.
They don't really define the knowledge for you.
Yeah, they
It's
don't.
just like, but if it is okay, I want to learn maybe data camp or Udemy, and you follow it
Mm.
pari
The
passu,
this
that
thing, yeah.
structure, and you're not deceiving yourself.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
not.
it's good if you know
Right.
that.
Mm.
Right.
But it's not coming in with the mindset
Mindset
of
that you need it to
I
get a
want to
job.
gather
Yeah.
certificates.
For
It's
a
just like
yeah.
back then during NYSC, all this side what was it called,
Programs.
side program,
Mm-hmm.
that some guys will just come from outside. They say they want to take you project
Pretty much.
management,
I did those
they
things then.
do CRM, everything 10K,
I beg.
everything 10K. I
Guys,
went
save
for
your
one and
coins,
I was
oh,
just
save your
like
coins.
I went for that one. They will teach you HSC 1, HSC 2,
I mean, I did that one, but
Baba.
not in
Like,
NYSC.
but in all of those things, like 10 certifications in
Like say
one,
nine
2 months, and you collect 10K. You just want to harvest money from people.
I
And you
remember
say,
I
Yeah.
remember one time
oh,
I did one free data analytics. That's like almost 5 years ago.
okay,
I did one free data analytics it was during that COVID period,
okay,
and so it was like free data analytics. What they call it now? Is it webinar? No, boot camp.
Mm.
okay.
Right. And so people showed interest, wanted to learn. And then people are asking me, "Is there certificate? Is there certificate?" I said, there is no certificate. I'm sorry, it's free. Like, I mean, it's just for you to. And then, a lot of people were at home, so I just thought like, okay, I let
Mhm.
people just upskill and and all. So like, is that certificate? There's certificate. I'm not joining. Like, what do you need this certificate for?
You don't need it for
It's just
anything.
like,
Actually,
Is it to
many
make
people,
yourself
it's just
feel
going
good?
to be that, okay,
get-
I'm
You are-
certified.
yeah,
Certified.
you have-
Yes.
They will not say
It's just-
certified data analyst.
Certified
That's what all
data
those.
certified.
That's what
That
all those
does not
text
make
release
you
to
certified.
advertise. Yeah,
that's
it doesn't
why
make you
some
Doesn't make you
certified.
people use
certified.
that certificate to take money, because they will tell you that you come for free training, but certificate is 50k.
50K.
Yes,
Bro,
Guys,
that's
save
the
your
thing. I've
coins.
seen,
Save your
I've seen
coins.
enough in the job market,
Yeah.
and even in real life job work scenario. I can tell you that. Let me not put a percentage, so I will not shoot myself in the head. But a lot of people that I've seen, not so many of the great guys that I've seen in this space, barely even have certifications. Barely even have at least one, two certificates, maybe one. I'm trying to not be. I'm trying not to exaggerate to say okay they don't have at least one, but many of those that I know in this field, they don't even have. And they are top guys. Doing well, like all of that. They don't have certificates. They'll tell you about now. Show workings. Come and if you have they have bagged 50 certificates. Come and show workings. Not be
Well,
I
for
think
me-
for some people too, their organization too used
Yeah.
to, maybe the company you are working with,
Right.
they would say it's part of the prerequisite or the KPI, like, okay, you must do trainings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a different case. That's a
thing.
different
It's
case.
internal. It's for you
Yeah,
to
that's a different case.
get promoted
Yeah.
or get your KPI or whatever.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But
It's
to
not.
enter,
No.
guys, I mean,
Okay.
if you want get your certificate, if you want to, we are not discouraging you from getting certificates. So if
Yeah, I'm
you
discouraging
have
you.
guys, don't mind that. If I tell you this babe gets certificate,
Wait, calm
do you
down.
have certificate or not?
Hey!
How many have like 20
No, I don't have
She's
20.
a bad
no.
example.
No,
Don't-
wait,
don't-
see,
don't
hold
believe
on.
her.
I can this certificate I have.
realist?
Okay.
Whatever she tells you, guys, don't believe.
Wait, I have PL 300. That's
What is-
Power BI,
Okay.
associate
Yes,
Microsoft
yes.
stuff.
Mhm.
I have the Italian beginners in data analysis.
Okay.
I also
Okay.
have some data cam certificates, but I can assure
Can you
hold
see
on,
that she's a bad
hold
example?
on. I can
Okay.
assure you that none of
Bad
those
example.
certifications that I have led to the
We're not talking
me
about.
getting my job.
we're not
No,
talking about
the
how
question
it's-
is
how you got the
hold
job.
on. The question is, do you need a lot of certifications to get a
Exactly.
job? Yeah. So for me, I feel like I'll just summarize it in one word. My bosses here have said a lot because of our time. So I would say the content in your brain is much more important than what is written in
I
that
tell
paper.
you,
Sure.
no be by church.
It's much more important. Please
Show workings.
focus on what you have inside. They would and funny thing is that when they say that you have all these some certifications, right? They've already put you up there. Right, you will not come. They'll not ask you simple question, and you are folding your hand.
Sorry,
like
me, I
so.
don't-
I
sorry,
mean,
oh,
like you
me,
would
I don't put
even
anybody
you are
up there.
reducing their
I don't send you. Like
No, but like you are reducing the recruiter's respect for certain certification. Like this certification, someone that does not know anything can just
Because that
just
get
PL
it.
300
Yeah,
now, it's
yeah. Me, I had 921 over 1,000.
you
Please,
see, scholar.
please.
huge.
Okay, moving on. Let's go on. So sorry, just a minute. Okay, so number 3, data analytics is all about crunching numbers.
Crunching
Well,
numbers.
I'll just say briefly that yes, you will crunch numbers, but it's not all about crunching numbers. Your communication, can you communicate that number that you are typing? Because every negative, every positive, every zeros, they mean something. So can you communicate? How is your soft skill? Because if you can do
Exactly the
fantastic
point. Soft skills is very
dashboards and
important.
your all that, and you
Build
cannot
your
communicate
pipeline,
to
write
your
models,
stakeholders.
develop models.
Yeah, you cannot
whatever, deploy.
you cannot communicate your findings to people for them to take actionable insights. Then I don't know what to call you.
And
What do I call
there's
this
this
set of
there's this
people?
no, it's not a misconception. It's actually true that a lot of tech people, I don't have the statistics, so I can, but a lot of tech people have very poor communication skills.
Yeah.
There's this thing that if you're a tech person, you are a mystical person. You like I'm saying that you are a weirdo. Like you don't you're not supposed to talk like most
Like
tech people
nerds,
lack
just
very
say
and
they
it's
are
true. A
nerds.
lot of
Yeah.
tech people don't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
They just feel like let me just write my program, let me just write my let me just
Well,
develop
I
and
feel like
deploy
those tech people say
and all of that.
those software
But
engineers,
when
they
you
are even
engage them
safe. Yeah,
in this thing, they don't. So
they don't know
now
yeah.
that might be fine for
Software people.
software engineers and all like, but
Yeah.
in data, because you are dealing with
Yeah,
stakeholders, you are dealing with people that don't even
they don't
that
understand
barely
the
even
data.
have any
Yeah, yeah, they don't have
technical
yeah.
knowledge, right? So they don't care about all your data modeling, all your
Mhm.
SQL script or your Python code or whatever it is you have done behind the scene. How they just want to know that, oh, I'm getting value from
Yeah, how is this
data.
affecting my business?
Right. So
Yeah.
how you are not be able to communicate this mechanic work you've done to
Yeah.
to what they can understand is now up to you, and that's why communication
Yeah,
is very
very,
important. You
very,
have to
very
build
key.
right. A lot of people in our civil, right, effective.
So,
Effective.
He said
That's what you say.
effective communication
Written and spoken communication skills. I'm not a lie. How many people can actually when it comes to because when you have to present, do presentation.
Yeah.
Have you don't you do present your
even
your dashboard
your presentation, yeah, your PowerPoint.
how do you
PowerPoint
communicate?
is another very important skill you
get
should
so
have, yeah.
soft skills is very very important in data beyond just the content. Anybody, I mean, not anybody can do that, but it's great if you have that. It's great
Yeah,
if you can
very
do all the
fantastic.
technical stuff. But
Yeah.
I mean, communication is very important. Not just communication, teamwork,
Yeah.
because there are a lot of times you need to collaborate with people, right? So you need to build that team spirit, that all those, yeah. So they're very important soft skills
Yeah,
that
soft
you
skills
need
are
to
very
get
important.
you going,
Yeah.
especially in data.
So I feel like even during the interview stage, we've noticed that there are some companies that they even take it upon themselves. So they'll give you the data sets and they expect you to present it. So it's part of what they are trying to check to ensure that, okay, it's not just about your back end analysis, because many people that find it very hard to communicate,
Yeah.
they tend to go into back end programming because they know that they don't want to actually interact
They don't want to
Yeah,
interact with people.
people.
I
Yes.
struggled with that
So they just go
thing,
back and just do their
Jesus.
things at the back end. Maybe even the data engineer guys too. Like
I mean,
they don't just want to do their own pipeline
sad.
things, sit down, do things
behind
and
the scene.
yes, the behind the scene. But a BI analyst now you cannot escape it.
You cannot
Can't,
escape it. No.
You just have to be that person that
Yeah.
you even we have some people that they're just storytelling experts in analytics. Like
yeah.
they will give you infographics, they will give you things that you'll be like, even if they don't present it to you, you can make sense of anything they present.
Yeah.
So I feel like it is very important. All of those skills like communication skills,
Yeah,
like your
very
collaboration
important.
skills, and so many, being a team player.
Critical
Yeah.
thinking.
Also, having empathy too is
Empathy.
one major skill that
Bro.
you should, as
Empathy.
a data analyst or a BI person,
People skills.
even if you are
Yeah.
a back end person, self, like empathy is very very,
Very
important.
important.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Moving on, you need a computer science, statistics degree, or any data analysis related degree to get started. I have a question. I will just ask
Okay,
everybody.
okay.
What did you study?
I studied agricultural economics. So I'm a farmer.
What did you study?
I've told you before now in the last one that I did
No,
plant
see that
sciences,
one. If like say you too sham that time,
crop-
what did you
crop
study?
physiology.
Okay.
So you don't have any
Uh-huh.
business in data, bro.
Say
no,
you see.
no, I said it that day that we have linkage. I told you. So there is biostatistics in crop production or agriculture.
About
Oga,
leave that
you
one.
study.
What did you study?
No, I'm telling you.
want
What
to
did
try
you
to
study?
sham.
No, it's not
package
tuition. It's not tuition. There is experimentation.
What did you
It is
study?
called Farabale. It is called to
About you explain
academic.
that.
I'm telling you. No, I'm telling you. As an academic, and you want to no, that's just it. All these AI thing, and you have, see, and for me, that's why I don't really joke with domain knowledge. Okay, even if you have a statistician, you will have better say when you are dealing with a statistician. You are in a project, you are an agronomist, for instance, and that your agronomics now, you now bring data into it, and you are stuffed in data. The way you handle things in that project compared to a statistician would be very very different.
Yeah.
So I don't joke with domain knowledge. If a financial accounting person is a data analyst and you are doing
Yeah.
financial analytics,
Yeah, you do
you
well.
will do it differently.
Well,
Yeah, you
yeah,
do it
yeah,
differently.
right.
Yeah,
So-
but the idea currently is we're trying to establish the fact that
Do
you
you
don't
need
need
sorry, I think
some certain
so-
degrees to start out. I
yeah.
feel like we've answered this question because
earlier because
what did you
I
study?
talked, yeah, I
Agric.
agree.
What did you
He's
study?
an engineer.
Plant
And I
science.
talked about the fact that even like I think it goes back to the people, maybe hiring managers basically, or
Yeah,
recruiters.
hiring managers.
You know, if I'm preparing a JD for any data, I will not even put degree. I don't care about
I've seen
your degree.
I've seen
I don't really
jobs
care.
like that now, that
People they
they'll
apply
not
But then
that
they'll
that
put
thing
there.
though.
You must have at least computer science or statistics or any related.
Yes, I see.
Now,
it,
now,
yes.
now, who
Yes,
you,
I see
if you
it.
So
want to
you're telling me
discourage
that if I
yourself, now you
studied
lose.
French and I've learned, I've built, I've upskilled, and I cannot apply for the job. No, and in real life, it doesn't matter because is it everybody that is in data that studied computer science or there? No,
Yeah, not,
it's
not
just
everybody.
Yeah, not
it's
everybody.
I just feel like the status. It's just a
Well,
status quo.
for me, I studied engineering, though, but hold on.
Show off.
We have
We've
do am
seen
if easy, do am if easy.
No,
But I think we've established the fact that you do not need a data analytics related degree to start out in data. Whoever you are, whatever you studied, you can be a data professional. I'm telling you, you can be a data
she's
professional.
Okay. You're not a living testimony because you
Please,
studied engineering.
no, hold
You-
on.
you are-
studied
My
engineering.
boss is
She
here.
said you
I'm
had
giving
first class,
testimony.
right?
Lady
Please, no, I
engineer.
beg, please.
Said, nah,
No,
they
but
used to
my
call
boss
you
is here.
Lady engineer now.
Wait, calm down now. Why you should calm
She's a
down
lady
for
in
me
data.
now? No, but at least we have established the fact here that you do not need. I mean, my
Yeah.
boss
Yes,
is
but
here.
normal thing
My
is,
boss is
just
here.
like I
Ahead of
said earlier,
examples,
that
yeah.
it's good if you find yourself as okay, you studied statistics or computer science, you undo data differently.
Yeah, definitely.
you handle
because you
data
already have the
differently. Yeah,
domain.
yeah,
Yes, you handle
For
them
example,
differently.
one of my bosses in where I was working, if you see the way this guy thinks, this
You-
guy have
you
masters.
just-
He
you
did. I
just-
think he did a degree in data in I think statistics, and he now did masters in statistics. The guy they think I see.
So it's
Go
always
download
like
this
that. I
thing
have
inside
someone
my
like that
brain.
too. Like,
Yeah.
before he even does any analysis, for sure, just know that he will think differently. Like everything will be given you. Somebody like us now that you're not even thinking about skewness or you're thinking about kurtosis, but for them,
Yeah,
they
they are
look at all of
detailed.
those
Yeah.
things like the distribution. Okay, is it normally distributed or not? Many of those things will shape how they will do their own data processing.
But these are not
data
things that you
cleaning.
cannot learn.
You
Learn
get
all
me?
these
Yeah,
things.
for sure,
doing-
But for them now, they know that these things are key to
Yeah.
what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, in your analysis. So that's it now.
Okay, guys, so we have another one here. Data visualization is all just about making pretty charts.
Jesus.
I'm very opinionated
I
about this
remem-
one. Yeah.
Okay.
So because some people I don't know, I'm of the opinion that I'm more about what your data is speaking than the aesthetics. Aesthetics is important, right? But if some people they are just good at decoration. I would call it decoration. I'm sorry. Because nowadays, if you look at all these entry level people, you see their dashboard. There's so much noise like that. They put next week logo here. The color is just. They just want to put everything everywhere.
Everything
What
you
is your
do,
data?
everything
Your
must
data
have a
dashboard?
reason.
Yeah.
The color you use, the charts you use.
Yeah.
Everything must actually, there must be a purpose to
There must be a
it. There must-
purpose.
sometimes
Yeah,
tell
it's
a
not
story.
about
Because-
it's not
just
about
because
pretty
of
dashboard.
Maybe they enter for a
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
All these challenge
yes,
thing.
those challenges, yeah. So that's what I noticed that for
I
those
just remember
challenges,
something now.
so you will see them that okay, they want you to talk about this, they want you to do this. So that's some of the reasons why those guys do that. But in a normal organizational setting, and you
Yeah,
see
nobody
somebody
send all
doing that
those
kind of
things.
thing.
I remember when I
Nobody
just
send
joined
all
one of my
those
when I just
pretty
joined a
dashboards,
particular one of my previous employment, and then I came, I was coming I go finish now with dashboard. You see this, you didn't say you don't employ. Don't worry.
We go finish
So
you, yeah.
I was giving them all these nice fancy dashboards, animated, whatever.
Figma level.
Bobo, they just told me that sorry, they just want white background,
Guy.
simple
Guy.
white background, just white background. After I don't do,
Guy,
I
you
even
don't
did
do-
that was when I did day and night. You know that
Yeah.
on Power BI,
Okay,
you can
toggle,
that you can
mode
toggle
and dark
the
mode,
light
yeah.
bro. They told me we just want white after spending sleepless night. I was just thinking. So then I just remember something too. I saw this post on Twitter some weeks ago, and it actually makes sense. You know, there's this whole just like you said, challenge. Like a lot of these challenges are they will say, okay, everybody building dashboard. They say sales, sales. This everybody. Most of the dashboard you see is about sales, sales,
Yeah,
sales.
sales.
Then the guy now said
on
something.
Power
The
BI.
guy now said something that enough of all this sales thing. Can we have
Real data.
no, not just real data, like analytics or dashboards that actually solve problem. Like for example, talking about there's something I did during COVID-19. I did one. I tried to do like an analysis of the COVID-19 cases,
Okay.
the number of death rates.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
all of that, like things that would
Yeah.
actually help you to that actually. How do I put it down? Well, your sales will also help you to make informed decision. But I'm saying things like something different from just sales data, sales this, like more enter into more like different kind of domain,
Yeah.
right? Talking about the financial markets, the global markets, the different things like that would actually help people to see that there is more to just because sales is all over the place. Either you like it, if you are selling something, you are making sales, right? But beyond just sales, right? Sorry, I'm not saying sales is bad though, like doing sales dashboard, but I'm just saying that there are other domains
Yeah, others.
that also a lot of the interesting
A
data
lot,
that
a
you
lot,
can
a
get
lot.
more insights from, right? So yeah, so it's not just
Yeah.
about fancy dashboards. Yeah.
That's well, it's not just about fancy dashboard, guys. It's not just about your dashboard should be presentable. They have some guidelines that you should follow, from standard guidelines that you should follow when you are using building dashboard. But all those beautiful aesthetics, they are good if you
the
have the
stakeholders
time.
don't care.
But they don't care. What is your, like I said last episode? I said your dashboard is preaching.
But
What
some
is your
stakeholders care.
some
Because
take?
I know of someone that's created a report and the stakeholder was like, can you not make it like this one, this particular one? Like
I know the
the-
stakeholder. I feel like I know the stakeholder you're talking
Even-
about.
even my
They
boss.
just want to see like
Yeah.
this one.
I
this
feel like
one
I
is
know that
fine.
person.
Yeah, this one is fine. So
Yeah,
make it
even
be
me,
like
even
that.
even my office, like my boss, I did this dashboard. Like I swear to this dashboard, like this dashboard was good. Like I even presented it to one of our senior stakeholders, and she was like, "Wow, she likes inside everything." I just carried the dashboard to my boss. She was like, "This your dashboard is not fine. What's this? Change this, change that, change it." And I went to my colleague. I said, babe, I beg, you see this dashboard? Is it not good? I was like, but
I
anyways,
think we're out of time.
yeah.
We might have to even probably break this.
Maybe we
into
can,
maybe
yeah,
I'll
but
have
let's just
another
take
part
one
for this.
more. Let's just take one more, okay? The data career is saturated.
Okay. Okay.
Saturated.
So there are two ways to
Okay.
it actually. So people are getting jobs every day
Yeah,
in the data space.
very true.
That's so it is also saturated. So depending on how you want to stand out, whether you want to fall into that bucket of people that are saying it's saturated
Yeah.
and they're not doing anything to
Anything
make
about it, yeah.
it change.
Yeah.
Because if you have something that makes you unique, that saturation is not going to work for you.
Certificate, yeah.
Yeah. So, but if you are doing something that you stand out of the pool, the whole pool, here, you will see that you get like people are getting job almost every day,
Every day,
and people are
yeah.
moving from one job to another job, from one job to
Yeah.
another job.
Yeah.
Even for the fact that data space is saturated. So it's just something that what are you doing
Yeah,
in that
to
data
stand out,
space?
yeah.
Okay, so and it depends on what you are doing that you say maybe for instance now fabric, you've seen people just because fabric came in and they decided to upscale and they have fabric certification, just because of that you have some people that are looking for people that have fabric skill. So if you are in that space now, you just tap into that,
Yeah.
into that blessing.
Yeah.
But want to say you don't have fabric, it's just your normal Excel and Power BI, and you're not different from every other person. So if you have something that could make you to be distinctive, then people will surely want
Yeah.
to, they'll root for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I align with that too. Like I said in one of our episodes, I said me personally, yeah, I apply for jobs and all, but most often than not, like the kind of, yeah, I'm confident in myself. I know who I am, but yeah, but networking is also very important.
Very true.
Yeah.
Because let me
Yeah.
tell you, if I get a job now, or if I get maybe someone wants to recruit, right, and then ask me, do you know someone or do you have candidates for this? At least one or two persons will come to my head at that point in
Exactly.
time. Why? Because I have some form of relationship with them. They are within my network and all. So that's why it's very important that data. In fact, the tech ecosystem is saturated. The job market is.
That's true.
There are layoffs. Did you see the recent Microsoft layoff just barely a few weeks ago? So it's saturated. There are a lot of decisions.
Let me give one very, very, very simple and very relatable example. You know, for example, you see, I don't know if anyone know about this career rise. I think there was this data analyst position guy. You will see almost 3,000.
I'm on one group. I'm on one WhatsApp group.
It was 700 to 900k remuneration, and just because of that,
people they rush.
I'm on one WhatsApp group that is about. I can tell you that at least 70% of those people, of the people on that WhatsApp group, applied for that
career.
Like, guys, have you heard anything from career? Has anybody done that?
It means if I applied, I'm not lying. But I know to do
you get? So what I'm saying is that while we agree that it's saturated, let's not even deceive ourselves. You need to have a competitive advantage. And one of the competitive advantages is, know your stuff, upskill and the like, yes. But beyond just that, network. Know people. Because most times when they want to, people are getting jobs. But how are they getting jobs? Most times it's referrals. Through referrals. How far do you know somebody? Or you know you're one of your guys in your former company. You want to bring the person now.
Yes,
do you get? So networking is very, very key. And it's one very strong competitive advantage that you need to have as a data professional. If you like, I know I'm an expert, nobody cares about whether you
every
are
other person knows. Every other person,
just like you, there are like 10 other people that are like 9 other people that are like you, right? So, but it's about who you know. Actually, let's not deceive ourselves.
Even outside Nigeria,
so know people, and we're not saying. I want to say something, but it's not a good word. Don't be a sycophant or something. Like the networking part of it is, of course, with the people you're trying to network with, they must see that you are valuable.
Exactly.
You have
they have
something.
To give you an opportunity. But
so
if you're not prepared,
you're not trying to. So, but have very strong network, because at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, you need people to we rise by lifting others. Right.
Me, I'm a very good example of product of networking.
I think. All of us kind of
we are all product of networking, but I can speak for myself, but I know everyone, we are all product of networking. Like I said in, I think the first episode, it was my friend that I spoke to that, babe, I'm learning this stuff, and that was how one thing led to another. She connected me and I landed my way from there. I started farming. Once these my bosses are part of them, don't mind them. They are humble guys.
I'm not around.
They are humble guys, you know. Anyways, so I network.
Sorry, don't cry.
Okay, so
English is hard.
So I networked, and I'm where I am today. So. And so we've come to the end of this episode. I'm very sure that you have laughed.
I think we should have another.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
we should have another. We have a lot of myths. We have a lot. And you guys, please, in the comment section, you can drop a lot of myths that you've heard that you want us to discuss on the podcast. You can drop your myths. Yeah. Right. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always supporting us. Thank you for following. Thank you, because we know you're going to continue to follow, share, like, and subscribe. Yeah. So till our next episode. Bye.
Peace out.